Got it. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all? Welcome to the Option Select Podcast. I'm Rick Pena, and with me, as always, Mister I never have a bad hair day, Ruben
Shit,
Salazar.
you see this
It's
shit,
good,
bro?
dude. It's good.
It's getting there.
Some
It's
tres
getting there.
flores,
Some tres flores in there, bro.
some conditioner.
Shouts out to my grandpa.
Popo
Papa.
with the
Popo
best hair
with
tips.
Yeah, hell
The
yeah.
best
dude.
hair tips. You see it, and they're like, hey, I want to get my hair to look like Popo. It looks like that.
That's what he
All
always
shiny.
used to use.
You did.
Mhm.
That's all you needed. Guys, welcome to the Option Select Podcast. I'm Rick, and this is a podcast where me and Ruben, we get together and we talk about video games, stuff that's going on in our lives, and things that we just want to share with you guys. We love having you guys hanging out with us. If you are a new listener, new viewer, we want to say thank you very much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. And if you are a returning listener, we gotcha.
Got him.
Got him. No. I want to say thank you again, guys, for hanging out. We really do appreciate it. This is 65 episodes into it. We're doing this every week. Lately, we've been on a Friday schedule. Just been kind of working out with everything that's going on right now. It comes a little bit later at night, but it gives us time so that we can, just focus on everything and knock it out. Guys, on this podcast, we start off every episode with, how was your week? Ruben?
Week was pretty solid, man. Just a lot of work. Really hot outside.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
I lost like 10 pounds from just sweating my ass off all week.
Really?
So a little bit of that and some gaming this week. We did some Gears 5.
That was on Monday. That was good. That was fun.
Did some Gears 5. We need to keep going with that one. I did some Halo the past couple days. I've been having some fun with some Halo 3 multiplayer and stuff like that. So, week went by pretty quick. I only worked like 30 hours or something like that. So,
Yeah. Is work big? It's kind of, or what?
Yeah, it's like half right now.
Yeah.
It's half. It's not where it should be, and it sucks. But
Well, I mean, it's a lot better than it was back in April, right? When it was like everything closed and shit. You doing like 2 routes, like on Conroe
yeah,
and shit like that.
it's a lot better than that. Yeah, for sure.
But it's not worse.
But it's not. It's not what it was
Exactly.
last year. So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But work's been okay, and just been going to work, coming home, and video gaming. Well, I did finish Big Bang Theory today, and then I watched what was that called? Like The World's Most Wanted. It was like a little docuseries on Netflix about like the world's most, like, currently most wanted people.
Really?
Like, they do like a whole documentary
Documentation?
on them. Like the first one was like El Chapo's number 2, or not number 2, but like
Second in
the
command
number
or whatever.
one.
Yeah.
Or that apparently like they put Chapo off as like the number 2 or something like that. They had some like white lady who was like what was her name? I can't remember her name, but she was like trying to like get people to like do suicide bombing. She was responsible for the London train bombing in like 2007 or 7/7 on 2005 or something like that. Something crazy. Like they can't find these people or whatever. Like one of them had a good ending. It was a guy who started the genocide in Rwanda. If you didn't know that they had like a genocide between 2 different tribes. Like he bought like hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of machetes and like handed them out to this tribe, and then they were like just killing the other tribe.
Just go.
Because the other tribe didn't have any weapons or whatever. So, yeah, they went through like his whole deal, and like we couldn't find him, and then like apparently in like May or something they caught him, and now he's like gonna face like war crime charges, like crazy shit. That was like the only one that had like some good stuff in it. And then like today, I think Wizards by DreamWorks came out on Netflix, so I'm gonna check that out. I haven't even seen Umbrella Academy 2 yet.
I seen like 2 episodes.
I haven't even started it yet. I wanted to finish Big Bang and get that out of the way. So I got through all of that. I thought the ending kind of sucked, but whatever.
They got married and happily ever after.
That was already done last season. It was like they won a Nobel Peace Prize, and then that was it. It ended with them on the couch eating food. I was like, okay.
Left off right where how they started.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So
Talk
there's
about nerd
that.
stuff.
And other than that, man, it was just pretty chill ass week, dude.
Any books?
I finished. I'm on book number 44 right now. So I did like 5 books of Star Wars this
I remember we
week.
talked about some Star Wars books last time.
I'm on Attack of the Clones, which is the second movie in the prequel trilogy.
Yes.
So I think what's her name, Queen Amidala, who is now like a senator or something. She got attacked, and she she had like an assassination attempt on her life or whatever, and then they were chasing that chick, the assassin, through the town in the book where I left off whenever I was driving over here. So I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna take a break from Star Wars for a little bit, but
just cleanse the palate, something different.
yeah, I gotta do.
Go to fiction, nonfiction, maybe.
Probably, more than likely, yeah.
just to try something different.
Try something different. But yeah, other than that, man, that was my week, bro. How about you?
Same with me. Hot. Like it was hot, dude. Like, like dripping. Like, yeah. I mean, I drank through all my waters. Like, I'll pack like 10 bottles of water, 2 Powerades, and sugar free, by the way. Because Papa gotta watch. I've been weighing in like in the mid 160s.
That's good, dude.
Yeah, so I'm keeping it down there. So yeah, it's been hot. Work's been okay, steady. Today was busy day, but just nice, easy flow. Monday we did play Gears. So when we're streaming it, I noticed near the end when we're at the snow stage, or the snow area, when we fought that, what was the guy with the 2 big old clubs? The Guardian, or no? What is it called?
Oh, I don't know what he was called.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
A maester or something like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, when we're fighting
mace.
him, I'm a character model right off the bat just look badass. I like it, But when we're playing him, when I was went back and watched my stream, I was dropping frames. So I don't know if I gotta cap some of my frames from the PC because Streamlabs is not able to catch up with it.
Nope.
Or I just gotta go to some settings in Streamlabs or something.
Sounds like
that.
a Streamlabs issue.
Yeah. So because I noticed that when I went. Because I don't have 2 monitors, so it's not till like alt tab, and then I saw like, you have the red mark, like the red line says you drop frames, like fuck.
Yeah, because I didn't drop any frames.
Yeah, I was like, well,
I'm playing at 100 and something FPS.
Yeah. So I was like, well, maybe I gotta go mess around with some settings. Maybe we'll.
It sounds like you turned your bitrate down too low.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
The bitrate's too low. I think it's at 4500. I gotta check where it's at. I don't remember.
That should be fine, but I don't know. It
we'll see.
might have
We'll
been
look
like your internet connection might have dropped or something.
Or maybe, yeah. But yeah, we're playing Gears. That's a really fun game. I really like how just like you and me we're playing, and we're like, all right, I'm gonna check this over here. Like the areas, like not like it splits all the way, but like you could just kind of explore a little bit. Like you go here. Anything here? Oh, we got Lancer over here. We got Enforcer here. We got weapons here. And I like that part where we were we saw those the robots, the sentries. They were shut down, and we're like, all right, we'll get this one and this one. So you come here first.
Oh yeah, where you can like stealth kill them.
Yeah,
and stuff.
that was. I really like how the communication we had that part. Just
co-op, baby.
Yeah, the co-op part. Like I think they did that part. They did it really good. Shouts out to Gears on that game.
Coalition Studios.
Coalition Studios. Yeah, when they got did that part. I also like using Jack. On different areas, they're like, "Hey, get this weapon," or uses the ability so it can make us invincible, so we could go through the poison gas. Yeah, because we're like, "How do we get through this area?" Like, "Oh yeah, that one ability that we used earlier, we use that to get through that." I like that.
And there's still like 8 abilities to unlock.
Yeah. I wanna go with the one you told me about, the Hunter's Mark. When you light them up, they're taking like increased damage and shit.
We got to do side quests to unlock that one though.
Yeah, we gotta. Because even the game, so it's like. You're doing your main quest, but if you kind of branch off and find some, objects or whatever, you could use these upgrades for Jack, to help just make your gameplay just that much more options,
Yeah. But if we had a third friend, they could play as Jack.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't have to be friends.
If we had a third friend.
This is why we don't play Destiny.
If we had
it's only you and me. That's it.
If we had a third friend that had a PC that could play Gears 5.
Just the 2 of us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's crossplay in that game, but that would be pretty dope too.
Yeah. So friends, if you're listening, we need a third.
We need a third.
It's on Game Pass. We're playing it for
probably
$5 a month.
Miles to do it.
Maybe Miles. Miles is he'll play with us.
He'll play anything.
He'll play anything once.
He's not any good at anything.
He'll
play anything.
We love Miles. COVID.
We love him for who he is.
For who he is. Yeah. So we played that. Mikhail was kind enough to make me a green screen.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So we tried it out, and I was streaming Blasphemous, which has some new DLC that came out on Tuesday on the 4th. So I was playing Blasphemous and I tried out my screen. I was like, oh man, I almost look like a legit streamer now.
Almost.
Yeah, I like that.
It looks good.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, not too bad. That was pretty fun. So thank you, Mikkel, for making me that green screen. It was really awesome. I like playing with it. We probably gonna like try it out on the podcast ourselves. Maybe later on down the road, or just we could put a little beach setting or.
Definitely not doing that.
And we'll have like sunglasses.
I will walk away from this podcast today.
No, you won't. I'll replace you with Kevin.
Go ahead. Good luck.
Kevin's down. You don't
Good
care.
luck. I've got all the passwords. What's up?
That's right. So work, gaming. Other than that, I did go back to ever since the COVID. I got hit with the COVID. I kind of got hit with the COVID, dude.
Fucking Miles.
God damn it, dude. Bet your friends, damn it. I haven't been exercising, but I did last night. I picked it up, but instead of going through the whole On It 6 program, I just did the workouts that I like doing it: kettlebell swings, arc presses, cleans. What else did I do? Russian twists with a 20-pounder, and cleans and jerks. So it was good just to exercise again, just to get that my body feeling like, hey, this is what it feels like when you exercise. I forget that your body wants that, it has all this energy stored up that you want to burn it off, and it was a good reminder for me to just get back to that kind of form,
Yeah.
So
That's what's up.
yeah, so that's pretty much my week. I have several topics actually.
Oh, you wrote shit down this
actually
week?
wrote, like,
oh my god.
So when the podcast is here at my house, that's when I actually care. So that's when I take notes. No, JK, I always never care.
The shit ass camera angle you got here though.
You gotta be like this.
You gotta be over here.
Yeah, we gotta be like in my zone.
Nah,
Like,
I don't want to be that close to you, bro.
No more social
You gotta
distance.
be 6 feet, bro.
6 feet.
And give me a not squeaky chair. God damn it.
That's my bargain chair. That's when I got when I
bargain
was
hunter
poor.
chair.
Yeah.
It's
for my friends when they show up. Like, you seen that one? You seen that shitty?
That's like the 2-player controller.
Yeah.
Mad
The
Cats.
second player is
You
like,
get
it's
the
all
Mad
beat up.
Cats?
Yeah, it's beat up. Like the left stick, the stick drifts to the left. The A button kind of jams up and shit. Yeah.
You always get the Mad Cats for your friends back in the
cheap,
day.
They had the cheap like $7.99.
Not for PC
No,
though.
it wasn't. No, they were expensive. They weren't expensive, but
Mad Cats made some
shit.
high dollar stuff for PC.
I think they turned it around when Markman talked to him and be like, look.
I don't even think they're around anymore.
No, they're not. They went under.
Yeah.
They tried to come back. They invested a lot in Rock Band peripherals, and that sank. And that was like their last.
Mad Cats did that?
Yeah.
Oh,
they were
God.
making a whole bunch of like instruments and stuff, and like, oh, this game nobody bought it. So like that was their last ace in the hole. Like, guys, we're gonna make it out. We just invest in Rock Band. It didn't work out.
Yeah, I could have told you that was a bad idea.
Yeah, but eventually, they first became really good. Like back when Street Fighter 4, I remember Kevin's like, "Hey, check out this Mad Cat controller." I'm like, nah, dude, they're fucking garbage. Like, no, dude.
That's a stigma.
No, they're better because some guy, Markman, who was big in the Tekken scene, he talked to him. He was a consultant. He's like, look, man, you got your controllers are shit,
Yeah.
but you can make these awesome arcade ones if you just listen to what the community wants and try these kind of components. And sure enough, Mad Cat's like, I mean, I got them. They're in the garage, but the TE sticks,
Right where they
the ET
belong.
Well, yeah, I haven't been playing in here. The TE sticks, and they even had a sponsor. They had Daigo and Taquitos. I mean,
Yeah.
that's when Mad Cat was like, oh, good. And then I don't know what happened. They just kind of
Yeah, they used to make good stuff.
They used to make
I don't
good
know what
stuff.
happened. Well,
And then, I don't,
for PC.
yeah, and then
But it always looked over the top, like it was over the top gamer shit. But they were really dope.
like their PC peripherals.
Yeah, like their
Okay.
keyboards and mice and shit.
The
like that.
controllers, their arcade sticks, they're pretty simple functional. I did appreciate that. Razer Panthera, which I have one of their sticks, I like that one a lot. That's a good feature.
Razer's where it's at.
Yeah,
nowadays.
and it's I've had that for 2.5, maybe 3 years, and it's still holding up. The only thing I've switched out. Nothing actually. I still very stock. So I mean, I'm loving that. And that's my favorite. That's my go-to stick. But I think yeah. I do want to dive into the state of play.
Okay. Did you get right into the big news, huh?
Well,
big news.
Well, my big news is the whole Street Fighter 5 roadmap. But I know you're probably not too much into the whole Street Fighter, so I mean,
not really.
Yeah,
I mean, the game's 6 years old.
since
6 years old.
2016.
Oh, okay. 5 years old.
2016.
It's 5 years old.
2016.
Rounding up. I mean, it's old enough to date Crystalia.
We're going there.
It's old.
It's good though.
Give me something new. No, but what is their roadmap? Let's go ahead. Well, I mean,
so we'll go to Street Fighter.
Let's go Street Fighter.
Let's go Street Fighter. Okay, let's get Street Fighter.
Let's get the fighting game news for the fighting game podcast.
If you can, no, you don't have it down there. Well, if you can find the look for Street Fighter Season 5 roadmap. It should have a little graphic, and it'll show Dan, Oro.
Oh, that's a video. No,
but there should be an image of him. But anyways, guys, with Street Fighter 5, the final season, you guys could look. They streamed it. It was on the 5th around. It was 10 a.m. Pacific, so noon here at our time Central. And I missed it, of course, because I was at work. But I saw it when I got to the house, and they announced new characters. So they're bringing back Dan.
Yeah, with 4 costumes.
So I was like, okay. My first reaction was, why? Okay, because Dan's always been...
He's the best one.
Dan has always been, the slapstick comic character, and they were talking to the developers. They're like, well, he's best friends with Sakura and Blanca, and they're in the game. So I was like, well, lore-wise, Street Fighter has great lore. No, it doesn't.
No.
They put him in there. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not, mad that they put Dan in there, but I hope it's not because, fans demanded that. That's what fans wanted. Like, if they put out polls saying, hey, who do you want to see back returning? I hope it wasn't people said that. Like there's just so many characters they could have put in. But I'm not mad at them. Like, okay, you want to put Dan in there?
You know what I'm mad about?
What happened?
I'm mad that they put out this fucking version of Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition, and none of this stuff is coming with it. And there's fucking costumes on costumes and stages on stages and new battle mechanics and new battle balances and all this shit that I see in this roadmap, and I'm just kind of like, fuck, why did anybody even spend the money if they're just gonna release? Because this thing goes all the way until next year,
until winter 2021, I believe.
Yeah. So they're gonna release another version, and then they're gonna do a big announcement for Street Fighter 6 or whatever the fuck they're gonna do.
Definitely with the whole adding new battle mechanics, I think that's when they, well, it depends how much they change with the battle mechanics. It could be something as more CAs, more critical arts,
Right.
It could be that. I mean, it's kind of unless they, to me, it sounds like a vague term how they're going to use it, battle mechanics, or it could be just hey, maybe there's a new juggle system coming in, or maybe there's going to be a new defensive options going into the game. I don't know how. Battle mechanics just sounds, I don't know how you could go. Maybe a focus attack, but that was on Street Fighter 4. I don't know if they would recycle that kind of mechanic back into the game. I think it's good that they do this, that they add more mechanics. They keep changing the game. Well, they keep adding to the game, because you don't want to have the same fighting game and then it just becomes the same fighting game. You want to have something enough. You want to add enough to the game with certain time intervals. That way you could keep people who are playing the game into it. Because if you just keep it stagnant with just new characters and new stages, what's the incentive of keep playing the game, of learning the game? I think this release of over the years adding new V reversals, new V skills, stuff like that, V triggers, I think that's good. And I think this roadmap that they're giving us, I like the transparency that they're giving us, because that's a lot more that they've given us compared to when the game first came out. Because when the game first came out, here's season 1 character battle pass, silhouettes. I'm like, well, me being a Street Fighter 5 fan, look, I'm gonna buy it.
So where on this is the fix for online multiplayer?
That's the problem too. Now that's the thing that wasn't addressed, which I don't know why they're still not addressing it, especially in this time of age, in this day of age, where if you want your game to be relevant, in the online community, at least address it. Hey guys, we're working on this. Hey, we got something in the pipeline.
We can't have tournaments right now, so
definitely.
I'm just saying, where's that fix?
That's
Because
definitely
I could give a shit less about any of this stuff.
Well,
They could. Where's my multiplayer fix?
Where's
my online
they
fix?
do have to fix the online part. They have to, or at least, okay, they have to at least give us something to tell us. Give us announcements. Hey, they're being transparent
New
on
battle
they're
mechanic
being
because they fixed the multiplayer.
That's
The new battle
Now it's
mechanic
playable.
Now it's playable.
Now it's playable.
Hey,
Now you can
guys,
react.
Now you can play online.
yeah. Now there's only 2 frames of delay.
Jesus.
Maybe
New
that's
battle.
a-
No, that might be the battle balance. There we go.
And maybe that's what it is.
Oh my goodness.
So like I said, it's not perfect by no means, but the way that they have added some transparency, I do like that. Along with Dan, they did announce that they're gonna have a Street Fighter League Season 3, which I didn't really watch at all. It's basically they'll get some of the best players in the Street Fighter League and everything, and everybody picks 2 other people, and they have a team of 3. And what I do like about it is, so if they just say you and me are going against each other, I could be like, one of the rules is you can
I've seen it.
character ban. So like, hey, I know you're a strong Cammy player. Like, all right, you guys can't have Cammy on this team, so you're forced to play a secondary.
Play somebody else.
So which I like that part of the aspect. Instead of just being the same old, oh, we know it's gonna be so and so who mains this.
Right.
Now they kind of changed the aspect of it, so I like that part. But as for like, actually sitting down and watching it, I just really didn't care. Like, if I'm gonna watch Street Fighter, it's gonna be a tournament, But the thing is that there's only online tournaments now. Like, I miss watching Combo Breaker and Evo and CEO and East Coast Throwdown and NEC and NRS. Like, I miss tournaments. I really do. But we got Street Fighter League Season 3 coming out.
Wear a mask.
Wear a mask, guys. Wear a mask. Take care of yourselves. They also announced Rose, which I'm guessing Rose must be a lot more popular than I thought she was. Like, and people were like excited, like, Rose, like, here's the fan art and everything, like, cool. Like, well, okay. Oro's coming out now. That one, Oro's just always. Have you seen Oro before? He looks like
Not that I can recall.
no. He's just a really oddball character. He came out in Third Strike, on the Street Fighter 3 series, Third Strike, the last one, and just a very quirky definitely quirky. Dive kicks, command grabs, crazy CAs. He's coming back out. They also bringing out Akira Kazama. She's from Rival Schools. I had actually messaged John about this. I was like, John, is she from the EX series? He's like, no, she's from Rival Schools, which is another franchise that Street Fighter has. One of their fighting games, kind of like Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers. So that's where she came from, and she's coming out. And so I'm pretty excited about that. And they announced one more mystery character, so who knows who that other one will be. I'm more, when it comes to characters coming out, I'm okay with him having new characters in there, because if you don't have new characters, well, then it's always gonna be the same stagnant characters. But I do like when they bring characters from their other games, maybe not so much Street Fighter games, but maybe other fighting games, maybe from the other franchises, and bring them in. I do like that. So, like I said, this reveal, this roadmap, I like it, for the most part, where they kind of went transparent. But yeah, you're right. The whole online, they didn't address it, and I'm not a developer, so I can't say what they can and can't do or how they can do, because I don't know how to do that. But at a certain time, like, come on, guys, especially this time.
Somebody fixed it on PC, and then
Like,
they
no.
patched it out.
They're like, no. Yeah,
And
no.
then, what? Like,
And I can understand why, because like I said, it messed up the connection between PC to PlayStation. That sucks. But like, man, this guy like literally had a solution. Maybe look at it. Maybe bring on the team and be like, hey man, let's work with something, and get things going. So, that's pretty much it on the Street Fighter. But I'm excited for it. I didn't catch it live, but it's something to look forward to. And it does make me want to play some more. So
yeah, you've been talking about it.
Yeah,
You've been talking about it.
Hopefully,
You should hop back on it then, bro.
Yeah, I think, especially now with PC. I was actually
Have you bought it yet?
Yeah, no, I haven't bought it. I downloaded. You let me borrow your library. I downloaded from there, and it's on sale now too. You could buy it for the base game for $7, but that's just the original 16 characters. But you could get the championship upgrade kit, and that's like $22, and that comes with everything. The only thing you don't get is the
Season 5.
you won't, I don't know. Yeah, you probably won't get season 5. You get everything up to what came up, and then you can't get like the when you get like a random chance to get the costumes from like the Monots, or like random loot boxes. I guess. Yeah, you can't get some of those costumes, I think. But maybe PC might be, because I was talking to Johnny about it. He's like, "Hey, dude, I might play Street Fighter." And he's like, "Yeah, dude, I heard it's like really, really good. It's like it's a lot better on PC than it is on PS4." I'm like, "Johnny, we just became that meme. We're like, Street Fighter 5 has been better on PC. It always has been.
It always has been."
Yeah. So yeah. So hopefully we'll get into that more, but I don't know. We'll see.
So
any thoughts?
On Street Fighter 5, no.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they need to do something new. The roadmap is nice, but the multiplayer online thing is just, it's like you can't play a game. Like you buy a game so you can play with other people, right? Mm-hmm. But if you can't play that game with other people, then you have to resort to online play, and then you can't play with other people there either, and it be actually competitive. That kind of upsets me a little bit on the developer front. Like, somebody had a fix, and we've talked about it. We're beating a dead horse here, but I honestly think that they need to work on hopefully whatever they do with the season 3 roadmap. They're already working on their next game, and hopefully with their next game they get it right.
Yeah.
Because if it's the same thing that we're already dealing with, I'm not buying the game. Like, I'm not buying the game next time if it's gonna be whatever the hell.
And the thing is,
frame
too,
delay.
another point that I want to bring up is when they had the last Friday, we missed it. By the time we had our podcast, we missed the fighting game developers roundtable when they had all the guys from Bandai Namco, Arxis, Capcom, all them guys get together. But excuse me, guys. But at one point, Harada said, looking at our information, 50% of the Tekken players are on Wi-Fi. They're like, which gets me thinking, is like, are the people who are bitching about the game, the bad gameplay, are they the ones bitching that are on Wi-Fi and be like, man, this game sucks because I can't get connection, but they're like not hardlined, you know? Which gets me thinking, like, at 50%, I don't know how much of those numbers are true. I don't have, Harada sources to see how much that is, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of that crosses over, where some people are like, well, this game, the connection online sucks because, it does. And, oh yeah, but I play on Wi-Fi. Like, whoa, like, first of all.
Well, they should force you to have a LAN connection.
And the thing is, I think along that conversation with the roundtable, the conversation or the topic of having Wi-Fi indicators came up. And I think we talked about it briefly last week, which I think is a good idea. If you put Wi-Fi indicators Wi-Fi indicators right before like the match starts, and you start like declining them, eventually they're gonna be like, well, nobody wants to play with me.
Nobody wants to play.
Well, maybe I should hardline and get maybe. But I hey, if maybe putting some indicators is a step towards getting there, let's go for it.
Right.
Let's go for it. Because I wouldn't be surprised if some of that crossover is, well, the internet sucks, but I play. I like, what's the point? Hardline's too, my cable won't reach. So,
just they need to have like a force LAN or force the icon or something like that. That would be very helpful. And then you would say, you want to accept this match or whatever.
Exactly.
And then you could, just say no, and then it's no big deal.
Yeah, because how many times have I have, because, we have a friend, like, oh, yeah, it looks good on my end. Like, really? Like, there's like, we're getting all the rollback. And he's like, yeah, it looks good on my end. Like, are you hardlined? No. Son of a bitch. It looks good on my end. I got 4 bars. What? You don't, bitch.
When they have like they're still using the old Linksys from like 2008 as their Wi-Fi router. It's just upgrade your shit, get a fucking LAN cable. Exactly. Let's keep it moving. But yeah, they should implement LAN only or Wi-Fi indicators for
Wi-Fi
sure.
Indicator, yeah.
So tell me about the state of play, brother.
I want to go to a little minor news. Before we go into that one.
Sure.
So I saw on Reddit that Xbox is now partnering up with Samsung for mobile gaming. What do you think about that? Phil Spencer talked about it.
What kind of mobile gaming?
I'm guessing they want to have like, so they want to put their games from their cloud, their X Cloud, I think, into like, I'm guessing their TV, Samsung tablets, Samsung cell phones, Samsung mobile devices. Do you game a lot on your mobile, on your phone?
No,
Not too much.
I did this past week.
But nothing.
I was sitting on the couch and Alice was watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on HBO Max, and I put my Xbox controller with my phone and I played from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do in-house streaming all the time from my PC, all the time.
Yeah.
So I'll lay in bed, I'll play whatever from my PC or my PlayStation or whatever. I always do it.
Yeah.
But as far as like being out, like if I was here, no, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I know mobile gaming is way bigger than what it used to be. But as for like, I'm guessing kind of like remote play with your PlayStation and then uploading it to your cell phone. Maybe meant to.
I use
like
that too.
I never use it.
I use that too. The only thing I don't like is
Screen size?
No, because I can even use it with this, but like the touchpad, it won't register the touchpad on your DualShock. So you actually have to touch the screen. So like playing Ghost of Tsushima is great until you have to swipe up.
So you got to play black and white mode.
So you have to like swipe anywhere because you have to tap and it brings up the thing and then you have to swipe. So like you have to take your hand off the controller.
Oh, really? Oh.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Because if you force me to play with the DualShock 4 on your app, then I should be able to use my DualShock 4. But I guess the iPad or the mobile or whatever won't recognize
it's
it.
not compatible.
But yeah, I know that they're launching their xCloud or whatever in September. If that's what you're talking about, I'm excited for it. I think that's dope because you don't have to actually have access to your PC. It'll have access to your saves and stuff for like Gears 5 or whatever. And if I want to play out when I'm, I don't know, in a hotel in Las Vegas or something, wherever I'm at, I don't know, wherever, at my dad's house in Dallas, then I can sit there and play from my phone. Like just bring my little controller, bring my phone and the little clip, and then that's it. I'm all right with that for stuff like that. As far as like the other stuff, I mean, the more options you have, the better.
Exactly. I've always been in that boat where, because I mean, even games like I think you talked about it. You're like, is this a thing? And you said like Dead Cells on iOS, on mobile. So yeah, that's a thing. So I'm guessing maybe, integrating more of the Xbox, maybe like the Game Pass and for your tablets and stuff like that.
I think Razer just put out a peripheral for your phone, so it goes around and makes it look like a Switch.
Oh,
basically.
yeah. You have these like kind of, it looks like a Switch. Like, like no Joy-Cons on the side, right?
Right. And then they just put that out and people are like, this is perfect time for, people with Xbox or whatever that are going to be using that cloud service. If it's built on the Game Pass, which they took away the Xbox name. It's just called Game Pass now.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I saw that on one of the notes.
So if they just implemented in there with Game Pass, like, I don't know, say it's $5 a month or $10 or whatever it is that they're going to charge, and you can play from anywhere from your phone, and then you could do, then you get the PC stuff, and then you get all the games on your, dude, that's going to be a hell of a selling point for them for sure.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the more options, the better. If I'm playing, if I can have my Xbox Series X on the main TV, but I'm laying in bed or whatever, I'm laying in bed with my old lady and she's watching TV, I can just, she's watching something shit I don't want to watch. I can play my game just like you could do with the Switch. Like you pull the Switch off and play it. So I think the options that are becoming available with Xbox make it sound better and better. So I got no problem. I got no problem with
I'm
the
paraphrasing here,
and if they're gonna put it on Samsung TVs, dude,
exactly, yeah. And I'm just paraphrasing here, but Phil Spencer was talking about with Samsung, they say they're leading the edge with leading technology with 5G and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, Samsung, that's one of the products that I want to say most of my all of my TVs are Samsung. So I mean, I don't use their cell phones. I know my wife does, but I do like their products.
Yeah, and Samsung just put out that Note 20, which is
Godlike.
Fucking dope ass phone, dude. Like I want it, but I ain't got the money for it.
Papa,
Papa,
chill,
that's
dude. You got
nice.
that nice little pixel.
My phone is 2.5 years old now, bro. That's time. It's time.
Come down, Chris Leon.
Ah,
got him.
got him. But yeah, no, it'd be great if they bring, just if you want to play, xCloud or whatever. But then again, you run into the same issues that we have with Google Stadia. So if all you need is a controller and a Samsung TV, and then you could play Xbox games no matter where you are or whatever with your TV or whatever, that's cool. But once again, we run into this issue that me and you are having right now is with our bandwidth.
Getting throttled?
Not throttled, getting charged for going over
That's
a
true.
certain amount of data.
That's true. Yeah, when we talked about it, we can, because we were streaming and we're like, all right, let's go 1080 60, and now we're like, oh, maybe we should
720.
Maybe we should go 720.
But like I brought it up during D&D on Sunday, and the boys all pulled up their usage, and Copeland's was surprisingly low at 600 gigs.
Really? All
Mine
those memes
was
he posts?
all the shit that he does, and he works from home.
That's right.
So
That's right.
all the stuff that he does, he works from home, and all that stuff. He was only at 600 gigs. I think Morris and Kevin were around 900.
Really?
I was at 1.8, and you were I'm pretty sure pretty close. So, I mean that's the main issue with xCloud gaming is how much bandwidth is this going to use? Because if it uses more than a streaming,
excuse me, guys.
Streaming service or whatever, then you're gonna have that. You're gonna run into that issue where people are gonna have to pay the extra money. So, is it worth it to play a game, pay for a service and play a game on your TV without actually buying the console, and pay the additional $30 a month for your bandwidth? Is it worth that?
Is it worth it? Yeah. I guess it comes down to
how much latency is there?
Yeah, because probably comes down to how much do you want it? Do you really want it? Like, I mean, if you're that much into gaming that you just want to play it strictly on your mobile, like
it's not just mobile. They're talking about TVs.
On your non-console devices. I mean, if you're that much into gaming, you probably have a console, and maybe that's just for the comforts. Like if you just want to be like, hey, like the situation where you are, like just want to lay down in bed, relax.
Yeah. Play a game on my phone. I can play a game on my phone.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, I think we both agree we're options.
But yeah, I do this shit all the time, dude. I'll put the controller on here and I'll play, I don't know, Dead Cells or Hades or something like that. It works. It works as long as it's not something too. Like I tried Halo, and Halo works fine until you got to read something, and then it's like really, really tiny.
Yeah.
Well,
about that.
And it works, but like you got to turn your phone brightness all the way up. But I mean, if you have good Wi-Fi in the house, I got no problem with it. So I'm dope. I'm down for that. Except I don't like Samsung phones.
Really?
I don't like all the bullshit
the
bloat that they put in there.
Yeah.
I love the new the Note 20 or whatever. That thing looks hella dope, but I can't justify that much money and still have to have all these secondary apps. I'll buy a $350 Pixel 4a that just came out.
Another minor news. Kevin brought this out to me. Brought it up to me. He told me about.
He came out to you?
He came out to me.
Oh shit.
We knew.
We already knew.
We fucking knew it.
No, I knew Morris wasn't just a friend.
He's just a friend. No, but I was talking to Kevin. He tweeted out and he put me in there, and he said that the PS4 peripherals and accessories will work on PS5. Not all of them, but the major ones, the officially licensed ones, the arcade sticks will be working. So, are
you sure about that?
We could bring it up. I actually looked it up. I looked at some of the notes too. So I think it's gonna be a safe bet that our current arcade sticks will be able to function.
Sony is confirming today that existing PS4 controllers will not work with PS5 games.
Accessories, peripherals.
The controller is not a peripheral?
Well, okay, not all of them. I mean, come on. Well, I don't know. Does the arcade controller consider maybe
that's
not the
considered a controller?
Well, that look it up, guy. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm looking it up. That's what it says. That's literally the top thing.
Hold on, guys.
Where you going? PS5 will support PS4 controllers, but only for playing PS4 games. There you go. There's your headline.
Look it up.
Bro, that's literally.
Dude, that's just one source, dude. You find one source and you think that's it.
Oh, hold on. You want me to see all the sources, bro?
Yeah.
You want all the sources? There's your sources. Can you use a PS4?
Man, where's my tweet at? Damn it, you should have.
I saw the tweet too, but it said you cannot use them.
But that's funny because I
You
literally
read
just
it
looked
wrong.
up.
You read
No.
what you wanted to read.
No.
It will work only for PS4 games.
Damn it, no.
I don't know why you're looking at the camera like people are gonna agree with you. You look at me, bro. That shit ain't gonna work unless you're playing Street Fighter 5 PS4 version on your PS5. It's the only reason it'll work.
PS4 version of 5. No, I think the arcade stick will work. Well, I hope so.
It's not gonna work.
Because if I gotta buy more arcade
Yep,
sticks,
you gotta buy more, bro.
or a Brooks
Swap the PC, bro.
I will buy
Swap
a
the
Brooks
PC.
converter. I will buy a Brooks converter. That's what I do.
It ain't
$40.
happening, bro.
They'll make it eventually. Kevin, if you're listening, send the tweet out to fucking Ruben.
It's wrong.
He's just finding what he wants to find. Let me
Okay.
find. Look, you know what? Hold on, guys.
This makes for a good. This makes for a good podcast. I mean, just
Yeah,
go
I
ahead
don't
and bring
care.
up the tweet.
Hold on, class. Mijo, understand the tweet.
Go ahead and bring up the tweet, bro. He ain't listening.
Damn. Give me a second. I'm not gonna put that time. We'll do
Go
this, guys.
ahead.
Well, there's being corrections for next week, guys. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I saw that. I think that's good news. Using some of your peripherals and accessories and controllers, especially your arcade sticks.
Only for PS4
FaceTime.
games.
That's fine. PS4 games. That's about it for the minor stuff on my end. I do want to jump in. The big subject for me will be the state of play.
Mhm.
So, you got anything small you want to bring in?
Not yet. We can talk about the state of play.
You want to go into it?
Yeah.
How much of it did you watch?
None of it. I got like 5 minutes in.
Okay.
I gave up.
Okay, no problem. Why?
I did because I lost interest. There's no PS5 announcements. There's no pricing for it. I don't care about anything but like maybe 2 of these games.
So
maybe 2.
So right now it's just PS5 is you want the latest and greatest.
They need to not just the latest and greatest. They need to put out a pricing model for it. They need to put out an official release date. I mean, it says holiday 2020. We're coming up on that in 3 months.
Yeah.
So where are we at? You know, Crash Bandicoot I'm stoked for, and I don't have PSVR, so I don't care about Hitman 3 being on VR. And then the other thing that I really, really enjoyed, the first version of, and I'm looking forward to the sequel, is Spelunky 2. And then they showed off Bugsnax, but that one didn't catch my eye during the last state of play that they did.
It didn't. Like that's the game where like I'm gonna just Bugsnax. Cool. I'm playing.
And Control's got an expansion, but that's your game.
Yes.
You own that one.
Yes.
So I didn't buy a version of that. Do I want to purchase it on PC to replay through the entire game again and then do expansion 1 and 2? Not really.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's cool that it's getting an expansion still. It is a great game.
Is it on PC?
Yeah, it's on Epic.
Okay. That's right. It was on Epic. I remember when I was looking into it. It was on Epic. It hasn't came out on Steam yet. Of course, I think the benefits of PC with just the load times alone. Because I think that was a little kind of a problem with the game itself. Like, I died. Loading. Motherfucker. Like, dude, put me back in the game. Come on. Well, I actually did watch the state of play. Me and Mikhail watched it right before you shut up. It was a quick thing. I know it came out sometime this week, but I didn't catch all of it. I was going to look at it yesterday, but I was playing Blasphemous, so I figured, while you were on the way over here, I watched it. So, yeah. Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. For that one. October 2nd, 2020. That looks like a very fun platformer. They were breaking it down, telling you all these different abilities and things you could do, and the replayability. Like, okay, this might be, if platforming is what you want, this would be perfect. Hitman 3 VR.
All Hitman.
Is it all Hitman?
Yeah,
the collection.
All Hitmans.
Okay. My only thing about VR, I have limited experience with it, and Mikhail, she played with it, but I do remember that there's all these cables that are hanging off and connecting and whatever call it. If I went to the entertainment center right now and you say, "Hey Rick, hook up the PSVR," I wouldn't know which cable goes to what, to links to this, to that, to that. And also when I did play with the VR, I get that motion sickness, so maybe I'm pretty sure that I'm not used to it, so my body wasn't able to handle that. I don't know how have you tried
No,
VR?
I haven't even put it on a headset before.
No Oculus or
Never
anything?
put on a headset.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know how people react to that. So when it comes to VR games, it's not my. Yeah. Although maybe Half-Life Alyx, that looked pretty cool.
Half-Life Alyx is the only
But
thing.
the thing but doesn't the rig cost like a K or something like that?
Their Steam one is about $1,000.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They also announced Braid Anniversary Edition. You ever played that one before?
Half.
I saw it looked really. The art style looked really good.
Yeah, the art style's dope, and it's like time travel stuff in it.
You kind of like reset things and do things over and try different ways. I guess.
You have to work with time. So like it's a platformer, but like things have to like travel, and then like certain things are not affected by time. So you have to flip switches and stuff. And it's a fun game. It was a damn good game. Like I don't know. 10 years ago or something?
Yeah, I think they're having an average 10 year, 8 year, I forgot what it was. But yeah, they show some upgrades to it. It looks really good. They have another one called the Pathless Holiday 2020.
That one's also PS5.
Yeah, that was a PS5 one. It looked kind of like it wasn't pushing.
What did you say?
I was like lackluster, but it looked like it wasn't really pushing PS5 for what it can do. I mean, maybe that's just the artistic point that we're going with. Something maybe not so heavy.
Yeah.
But just looking at it, like, okay, not bad. Spelunky 2, that was coming out. They're gonna add some online multiplayer. I think one that we talked about is Genshin Impact.
Mm-hmm.
That one's coming out. But looking at the gameplay, I don't know what it is.
Genshin?
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Isn't that the one that was that's like a Breath of the Wild?
It looks like it has that pastel, open world look. But like, is it like a turn-based RPG? Is it an action world going around? Because there's different characters on there.
Yeah,
look very
I think
anime too.
You can play as different characters. I remember hearing about or reading or watching a YouTube video. I can't remember which one it was, but they said that there are multiple characters to play with and stuff like that to go through the game. And yeah, I mean, it still looks cool.
It looks pretty, but and it looked very anime. Just for the character models that we're using. Like, okay, cool. I saw they had several I think that's one thing I do appreciate about this state of play. They had some indies that came out, which is, to me, in my opinion, when indies get the spotlight up there with
shout out to
games.
Spelunky 2. That's an indie
Perfect.
developer.
Perfect. It's about the little games. So you gotta remember about the
Spelunky 1 was so good, dude.
It
was like the original. That was
roguelike.
That was the first one.
Roguelites?
That was the first one I ever played. Roguelikes have been around since like the 90s, bro. They've been around for
like when actually we started getting that term.
Whatever you call roguelike, if you go to like Reddit roguelike, all the shit that you like that you think that is roguelike, they're gonna shit on you.
Probably.
They're gonna be like, this fucking game is a roguelike.
Internet commandos. They're
like, this game's
people
roguelike.
behind Reddit. Look at me, I'm a boom boom.
Yeah, they play some weird shit.
Well, I mean, I guess Pitfall's a roguelike, right? Because if you die, you go all the way from the very beginning.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know the term started. Hearing that term a lot more, like during Binding of Isaac. That's when I started hearing the term roguelike more often. Like came to became the buzzword.
Yeah. That's a good game though. But the first one that I remember playing was, if you could consider Spelunky, I wouldn't consider it roguelike actually, if I'm thinking about it. Because you don't gain powers or abilities that you can keep whenever you reset. You just, it's basically like a procedurally generated like game with different biomes and stuff. Yeah. So, if you want to call it roguelike, I mean, it's indefinitely playable. Like you can play it indefinitely and never see the same thing twice. But it's a fun ass game. I'm excited for the second one.
Yeah. So that's coming out. So another indie one that we saw, Aeon Must Die.
Yeah.
Me and Mikhail looked at it. We're like, it's like a beat 'em up side scroller. Like I like the hand art animation. Mm-hmm. That looked really good. But I was like, okay. Another one I saw. This name, me and Mikhail were like, what is this name? Anno Mutation and it's a side scroller or something.
Anno?
Yeah, Anno hyphen mutation and mutation and then E at the end of it. I was like, okay.
Mutation.
Yeah, is that a real word? Or
Mutation. Oh.
Yeah. We saw Bugsnax on there. Bugsnax.
That's everybody's
Yeah,
getting.
okay, we've seen that one. I'm going to get it day one. Don't worry. And I'll buy the character pass and season 1. And I'll buy the
pass.
Okay. And the colors. I'll get all that, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Vader Immortal.
Yeah,
another VR.
Yeah. On August 25th. So.
Control Expansion 2, AEW, August 21st. Seeing this trailer, it makes me want to. I think I've spent enough time away from Control that I could go back to it and I'll be like, okay, let's give this another shot.
Right.
You know? So I'm kind of excited about this, and I'm glad this expansion is coming out because I think this will draw me in. I might want to try give it a shot. Now, that game was so good, I really liked it. Auto chess.
October 31st.
I've heard that also as a term to describe games. Have you?
No, I've never heard that term before.
I think Cash or Juan. I think I talked to him about it. About what was it? There was a game. It escapes me right now, guys. But like, what is auto chess? Like, to me, I'm thinking, okay, you set up your pieces and they fight it out. And then I don't know. I have to look it up to what that genre is actually. You know.
You're talking about like tower defense, where like you set them up and then like their waves come through.
I'm not too sure. I have to look at it. And I want to say Juan was talking about a auto chess game. I forgot what it was. If I'm wrong, Juan, my bad. But just drop some comments and let me know, or hit me on the Twitters. Another one we saw, The Pedestrian.
Yeah, like
okay,
a little
cool.
platformer.
That's like an indie game, like okay, not too bad.
Auto chess is already out on PC.
Is it?
January 4th, 2019.
Okay. Another one called Hood, Outlaws and Legends. I saw the trailer for this. I was like, this just looks like killing just for the sake of killing. Okay.
It's called Hood, Outlaws and Legends. What
like,
do you think?
Is it like a spinoff off Robin Hood?
No.
Trying to be like that, like up and coming mercenaries and bandits, and I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like that it was just a full-on CGI trailer.
Well, the first part was CGI. They showed some gameplay near the end of it, but I was like,
I wasn't impressed with what I saw.
It was third person. Like, I don't know if it was like a just multiplayer or what. I'm like, okay. Temtem.
Oh yeah,
coming on PS5. I know you and me talked about it.
I want that.
I know we talked about it on Steam.
Too.
We talked about it briefly, and you're like, it's on Steam, Rick. Now maybe I don't know if I'll get it anyway since it's coming on PS5. But Mikhail was like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Think of Pokemon, where they actually give you areas to explore, and it's an MMO."
It says, I'm sorry. Let's go back to auto chess. Steven said that 8 players fight against each other on 8 different chess boards with up to 50 different chess pieces, quote unquote. The pieces have various strengths and abilities and can merge into stronger pieces. So that actually sounds kind of cool, but strategic.
Strategy games.
Yeah, like I can't play Civ 5 online. Like motherfuckers that are really good at the game will wreck shop. I play against the computer on easy, bro. Like,
right.
Not on easy, but like on normal or something. Like, and even then, one of those games takes, I don't know, a couple days.
Oh.
If you're playing against like hard opponents, like you actually have to.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, but stuff like that. I mean, it sounds cool. I would watch. I'll
give it a shot.
That's a game that I would watch on Twitch.
You know what game I've been seeing gain traction? Fall Guys.
Fall Guys?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Fall Guys is blowing the fuck up.
I was watching like NLBC. I was watching Spooky stream.
I'm gonna buy it today.
Yeah, and isn't it free on PlayStation?
I don't have PlayStation Network or PS Plus.
That's right.
And plus, I don't play multiplayer games on PlayStation.
So the PC.
PC, baby. PC.
So anyway,
what are you talking about?
Wait, is it on PC?
It's on Steam.
Okay, is it
$20.
crossplay?
Huh?
Is it crossplay? You don't know?
I don't care.
Okay.
It's got 1.5 million players on Steam right now.
I was talking to Johnny about it, and I saw Spooky streaming it. I'm like, is this game carrying the FGC? So
it's got better netcode than Street Fighter 5, bro.
And I saw somebody playing it, and I think I was watching Spooky playing it, and like you're just jumping around, and when you hit a platform, it'll flash and it drops, and you gotta like keep bouncing around before be the last man standing. I'm like,
yeah, it looked like what was that Japanese game show where like
Extreme Challenge or something like that?
Whatever the hell, where they gotta run through the obstacle course. That's what it reminds me of. But I saw like I've been seeing a bunch of funny stuff, like a bunch of funny clips where like it said like 15 out of 16 that are moving on to the next round because like I think it starts off with like 60 people, and then it whittles its way down to like the last one, right? And so
kind
like
of battle royale, well,
kind of, but you don't fight anybody.
Yeah.
So like I saw this funny one. It was like 15 out of 16, and then like the guy's making his way through the little fucking course or whatever, and he finally gets to the end, and there's one guy just sitting there waiting for him, and he grabs him, and he's like blocking him, but like right behind him where the guy had just come through, there's a pendulum swinging, and he's pushes him back into the pendulum. He knocks off, and he goes through the fucking gate. It's like, what a dick, dude! But, like it just seemed like really funny.
Okay, yeah, that looks like fun. Like just fun, easy fun.
It is a $20 game, and people are upset. I mean, it also has seasons from what I've seen as well, and so people have already completed the season. They've already unlocked like one of the hardest achievements / trophies or whatever you want to call it. You have to win 5 matches in a row, and the developer, they interviewed the developer. They're like, we thought that this was impossible.
Yeah.
And, like people are getting that achievement or whatever. So it is a difficult game. You aren't meant to win all the time. You're supposed to. It is like a battle royale where, you're gonna fail sometimes right at the beginning of the game. It happens, but there's gonna be those times where you get that chicken dinner or you get that win.
Yeah.
You get that Apex Legends win, whatever it is, and then you feel really, really good about that win. You're like, fuck yeah, I want to play another game. You know. So they're building off of that trope, and it's also the art style's cute.
I like that. Yeah,
it's fun. It looks funny as shit, and so I'm gonna end up picking up that one probably tonight because I wanted to get Horizon today.
How was the ports?
But I didn't.
Why?
Because I was watching a lot of the reviews and going through the Steam reviews where people are like, it's crashing, it's not really optimized.
Really?
And they were just talking shit like. Compared to a game of the same engine, which was also a port, which was Death Stranding.
Correct.
They're like, Death Stranding runs amazing.
Yeah.
It's got all these things that, that a PC game should have or whatever. And
really
it's just,
utilizing.
They're utilizing everything, especially from NVIDIA. And you go to the flip side of that with Horizon, and it's just like, people that have stronger PCs than I do, and they're like, I can't even get this thing to run at 1080p.
That
like I can't get it to run at PlayStation quality.
Because I really wanted to play it on my PC.
Yeah, everybody's just saying to wait until they patch it out. Like, don't give them money until they fix it, and then you can give them money, which is perfect. That's capitalism at its finest.
Yeah, that's how it
so
works.
they need to fix the game. But yeah, we're talking about Fall Guys. I really want to play Fall Guys, and just to have fun, just to like sit around and bullshit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up getting it on. Well,
definitely let me know. I want to check it out
on PC. I mean, you have it for free.
Well, yeah, but I would like playing with actual.
Oh
friends
yeah. I think you can have a group of 4. I think you can have a group of 4. But people are already talking about how they want higher groups. I'm not sure how that works either. So
I guess like a squad base, maybe if one of your squad wins. I don't know.
I haven't seen it, so I don't really know. But what if if it's still a free for all, but we're in a group and then like we kind of just cheer each other on,
maybe like a spectator mode, and
you can,
like you're look around and like, hey, is there somebody coming up? Or
something like that. Yeah. So, but anyways, back to Temtem. I'm excited that that's coming to PlayStation 5 next year. I think. Next year.
Temtem. Yeah, 2021.
But that's also one that I want to pick up and play because they're constantly adding to it. They're constantly giving updates and stuff. They just recently did one not too long ago. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. And I think them getting to PlayStation will have their own Pokemon game, style game.
Exactly,
because that's something that PlayStation doesn't have right now. So I think that's a good move for Temtem developers, whoever they are. To be honest, I don't know.
No, honestly, especially with, like you and me, we're Pokemon fans. We're not the hardcore Pokemon fans, but something like this where, hey, you can actually have a big game with your little monsters, I think that'd be great, right up our alley.
Well, the publisher's Humble Bundle, but the developer is Crema. But the thing that sets Temtem apart from Pokemon, because it's basically the same thing, the same concept.
Same aspect, yeah.
But they have like stamina bars.
That's right.
Instead of like
PP
power points or whatever. And it's also massively online multiplayer, which is like I mean, we're over here talking about how it's a Pokemon clone, but it is until you get to the multiplayer aspect where it is online. Like you can play online with other people,
Correct,
which I think
yeah.
is pretty cool. Like I think if we were playing Pokemon, what was the recent one?
Sword and
No,
Shield.
Sword and Shield.
Sword
If
and
we were
Shield.
playing that, but we could play together.
Yeah.
I think that would be a lot more fun than.
Well, the idea of actually going to running around exploring things, I think that would be awesome.
That too, because I mean they did do that in Pokemon, but they only did it
It's
like
that
a little
one
bit.
segment that one area, the
There
wild
was like
area.
three
yeah.
of them, the three wild areas, and
Yeah.
then they added a new one recently, but you had to pay $30 for it.
For
$40.
Isle of Winter or Isle something like that. Some DLC came out.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. I ain't paying extra money.
I know. Speaking of Nintendo, update for Animal Crossing just came out recently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been checking it out.
Yeah, they banned a lot of glitched worlds and stuff like that. That was part of the update. Not glitched worlds, but hacked worlds.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played in a while. I need to get back on that one too.
Really?
I got so much shit going on. But to finish out the state of play, the last video that they showed off was Godfall from Gearbox.
And we saw some of this when you showed up.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm.
Take the lead. Thoughts. First impressions.
I was bored to death of whoever the fuck was doing the narration in that, dude. They were so bad. He was talking like this and check out this move and triple light attack. And, like there was no
followed by a
inflection
devastating heavy attack.
and then you could shield block and parry and like, oh god, dude. I think that the 4 weapons that they let you choose from, which was 4.
Longsword,
Uh-huh.
dual
Daggers,
blades, pole arm,
and greatsword.
heavy axe, and
just greatsword. Oh, was it heavy axe? Too?
yeah,
Oh, okay,
heavy
fine.
axe and a heavy sword, or two-handed sword, two-handed axe, whatever, or hammer.
Greatsword and a hammer.
Yeah, the hammer file.
So it looked like you're gonna be watching this. If you pick whatever, I don't know, sword, whatever weapon you're gonna use, it looked like the same combos, the same animations over and over and over and over, and they didn't look fluid. It didn't look like God of War. Like where God of War, you can mash buttons and it looks dope as shit. Like he's just doing all kinds of crazy stuff, right? And it looks fluid. And the difference between God of War being a hack and slash game and a slasher looter game, buzzwords.
We need a buzzword
looks
counter.
like every time you do one of those moves, it like stutters and then it'll follow through with the move, and it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right to me anyway.
On that part, I'm gonna say it's still an alpha, so I'll give them that benefit of the doubt. You know,
Is it?
yeah, it's still an alpha.
It launches this holiday season.
So hey,
Is
I'm
it still an
saying-
alpha?
or maybe beta. I don't know, but it's not. They're definitely not gold yet. So I'll give them that. I think even the beginning of that demonstration, they said this is stuff on a PS5 development kit. So I mean, I'll give them that.
Okay, so a PC.
You know? Yeah,
It's on a PC. Got it.
Yeah,
It wasn't actually done on a PlayStation 5.
I'll give them that part. You know,
Okay.
I'll give them the small hiccups. You know, but yeah, looking at the they didn't say character classes. They said weapon classes. So everything's dependent on these 5 melee weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So you already.
But can you unlock new combos? Can you do any other abilities? Like
Exactly.
Okay, can you just use that weapon and the shield? You can't use them both at the same time, unless you're. I'm assuming sword and board.
I'm guessing if you have the heavy hammer and the heavy sword. Okay, 200 sword and 200 hammer. You probably don't have access to the shield, so I mean that'll be the the payoff, you know. But I'm guessing if you have the other ones,
they gave you Captain America ability as
like,
well.
Yeah, like and you have a shield and you could throw it. I'm like,
but what kind of loot? Like, is it if you pick? See, that's what's weird is like if you pick a sword, and like you're only gonna get swords, or you're gonna get armor pieces, or like where's the looter aspect of this?
They did talk about able to obtain legendary armor sets, so I'm guessing it's gonna come down to what stats you want on said armor. So
right,
I mean,
but like, can you upgrade your weapon, or can you change your class at any time just based off of what weapon you pick up and play with? Because they only showed you 5. They showed you 5 weapons.
Yeah.
But they only showed you one version of those 5 weapons.
They showed you one version, and they showed you some like well, I know with the dual blades and the long sword, they showed you like basic combos. You know, you go hit.
Fucking guy was doing that little twirly bird combo for
Four
like
sequence.
ever, dude.
Do what?
The little twirly bird combo.
Oh, the little dual blade thingy.
Yeah,
That you saw on Monster
I
Hunter.
mean, I
what
saw it
heavy
like
attack.
at least
We
30
did.
times
We
during
did.
that
You
demo.
saw light, heavy attack. Yeah.
Fuck out of here, dude. Do
Um,
something different. I'm not excited for this one.
Yeah,
I was-
I want
wasn't.
to. I want to say I'm excited, but it's nothing.
We've played this game before.
It's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing that's gonna like break the mode. You know.
Yeah,
It's just from.
It has the potential to, but
Yeah.
it looks too cookie cutter to me right now.
Well, to me, it look from what I seen, it looks like okay. Do I have kind of like WoW, where I have these? Okay, so it'll be this one weapon, but maybe 3 talent trees, and maybe I could like branch out and have different
Yeah, WoW's
abilities.
not even
maybe
like that anymore.
No, you're right. It's not.
WoW's,
Streamlined it.
WoW's cookie cutter. Like you pick your abilities
damn
and then
it.
you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whatever your rotation is, you're doing the exact same thing. So you're playing the exact same game, but without multiplayer or online, like massive multiplayer online.
Dude, I'm doing that meme where it's just a little kid like peace out and I just like fade away.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Wait, they're like, it's not like that anymore.
It's the same shit. No, it's the same exact game.
Just fade away.
You're gonna do the same, but like for a game that emphasizes on combat, they're not showing me good combat. Does that make sense?
No, you agree because even said you have light attacks and a heavy attack, and when they showed him, I'm like, okay, and they showed like an ability that the longsword had, flurry, which is what the rogue and
Right.
all had. They would just bounce around.
Right.
Like, okay, what else I got?
What else you got?
Yeah, or like, do I have different talents or?
But you are right. It's still early in the game development cycle or whatever. So I mean, I'm not upset with it.
Yeah,
yet,
I'm not mad, but I'm
not hyped.
Yeah, I'm not blowing out my freaking socks. You know, I'm like, oh shit.
But one that is coming out in December from the developer People You Can Fly and published by Square Enix is Outriders. Now, this one I showed you after we were watching Godfall because you were like, you were talking Godfall up and I was talking it down like I am now and like we are now because that's just, you were seeing the interest in it and I was like, you need to check out Outriders.
Yeah.
Because I saw that one.
And you
earlier
showed me,
today.
and I saw it.
Yeah. And so it was like Mass Effect meets Gears of War meets Diablo, basically. Now, they didn't show like the loot pickups or anything like that, so I don't see the Diablo aspect of it yet. Mm-hmm. But just based off the combat and stuff like that, it looks like what Anthem should have been. And Mass Effect Andromeda.
Like I could see some BioWare influences in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I could see that.
For sure. But like the combat looked fluid, the graphics look great. I don't know if this one's actually going to be. So it does say it's going to come out on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X, and on PC. So
nice.
Holiday 2020. I'm excited for this one. But with any Square Enix game, I'm always worried about microtransactions. They're not too terrible all the time because like, with Final Fantasy VII. You didn't really get any microtransactions, really.
Did we?
Not really, no. I think there was like some day one DLC shit.
Maybe like costumes or something? No.
Yeah, there was like what was it? The summon orbs and stuff like that you could get. That was one of them, but that wasn't really any DLC to it. Some Square Enix games aren't that bad with it, but some of they have been getting pretty bad with shit like that lately. Mm-hmm. I think why do I keep thinking Hitman is
well, I think
Square Enix.
I think
Hitman is Square Enix, right?
Yeah, I think it's a subsidiary. Like it's one of their it's one of the branches, EOS or IOS or whatever, EOS, whatever it is. I think it's part of Square Enix.
Yeah, Square Enix.
Yeah,
So, but I mean, like this game has been out. Hitman 2, and Hitman 3 have been this like prolonged release, and then it's got like seasons in it that you have to pay for the missions and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why the last one I played was like Hitman Absolution which was a great game, but like after it went to this whole like season updated stuff, I kind of got out of it. I was like, I love this franchise, I love this game. I'm not gonna spend $10 every 2 months and then you have to like play every day or like every week or some shit like that. You have to grind. And I'm just like, I don't want to do all
Well,
that.
the last DLC that I remember was back when I was playing Final Fantasy 15. That's the one with the boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think they released their DLC, from what I can recall, was story chapters from all the side characters that you could play alongside them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what
It
those
added more
characters
to
were.
the story, but
Yeah,
you also had to read the comic book or like
watch
watch
some
the
of the
manga
movies.
and the
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
and it was like that.
like you had to be really invested in the story.
There's a guy that did a video on Final Fantasy 15. And it's like an hour-long video, if I remember correctly. And he goes, "This is how you should watch. This is the way that you're supposed to take in the content for Final Fantasy 15." And he wasn't being sarcastic.
Yeah.
He was like legitimate. If you want to get the most out of the story, you should watch the movie, and then you should go, play up into chapter I don't know, whatever. Like he breaks it down for you. He's like, in order to get all of the things that
Really?
you want from the story, you have to do it this way. Tomb Raider didn't really have any microtransactions. You got Avengers coming out.
That's right. That's right.
Next
It's
couple weeks.
Soon. September, isn't it? I think so.
It's pretty soon.
Yeah. That one got delayed.
Spider-Man's gonna be in that one, only on PS4 though.
Which makes sense because doesn't Sony still hold the rights?
People are mad.
What?
Oh, people are also mad that Spider-Man's only coming out on PS5.
Well,
Sorry about your luck.
they hold the rights to it, right?
Yeah,
Sony
holds the rights.
to Spider-Man. I mean, that's their IP. I mean, that's okay. That's what they're licensing. They got the rights to. So it is what it is, man.
But what were we just talking about?
We're talking about microtransactions with Square.
I'm worried about this one with what was it, Outriders, just because it is one of those games that you can pump microtransactions into, i.e. Path of Exile or whatever like that. If they want to, but like, I don't have an issue with it if it's only cosmetic.
Mm-hmm.
If it or maybe stash space, because I paid for Path of Exile stash space and some cosmetics and stuff like that because I like supporting games that I enjoyed.
Of course.
But like whenever Path of Exile went to like 10 cent, I cut all ties. I was like, I'm done with this. Just because they started pumping out more and more microtransactions and they were way, way overpriced. Not that they weren't overpriced before, but then they became slightly more so.
Yeah, it was like a set of gear worth the price of an actual game.
Yeah, it was like $60 for armor set.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't even look like super crazy, and then it would bog down your game because the game is still not optimized, and they're about to do Path of Exile 2 pretty soon. But I'm excited for Outriders just from based on what I've seen today.
What I saw, yes.
Between Godfall and Outriders, I would prefer. I mean, Outriders looked fluid. It looked like, powers were actually powerful.
Yes, when he was actually talking about powers, were like, hey, you could have like, what kind of powers do you want? You could set up your talents. You could have this ability where you're using an AR and you want to be able to use your fighter spells. You could use a weapon that will help reduce the cooldown for these abilities.
2 shots to use.
Or give you I was like, wow, sounds like fun. This is something that I would like.
Sounds like a Diablo looter.
Yeah, and they were talking about, and I could see the BioWare, influence in there when they're talking about these different classes, and you could just put talents into it. I like that part.
4 different classes. Mm-hmm. One of them looked like a tank. He can cover himself in rocks and stuff. Another one looked like I don't know, like an adept. Like an adept. Yeah.
You like use spells or something. I mean, maybe not spells, but whatever.
One that was putting like a shield around and it was like slowing everything down. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
The powers looked really, really cool. The guns that I did see looked really nice. And then they had to, like, if you picked it up, you can examine it and turn it around and stuff. Hopefully you can add your cosmetic to it plus like whatever attachments. Like say that's another part of like building your characters, building your weapon and stuff like that. So
I'm curious on how it will play. Like say. So do I play like just a regular main campaign and then I can invite my friends to jump in, kind of like Gears of War, or
that's what it looks like.
What? Yeah, or it becomes like a
as long as it's level dependent. So if I hop into your game and you're like level 20 and I'm level 30, if I'm playing against like in Gears of War 5, they do it pretty well. Like you're playing on normal.
Yeah, just regular.
I'm playing on
the next level up.
But we can play in the same game.
Yeah.
It's just that they do more damage to me, I do less damage to them, or whatever.
Stuff like that, yeah. Just change some parameters. Yeah.
So as long as they can do it that way, where like we can still play with each other, but we can still play with each other, but still have a level gap. That's okay with those types of games. I'm fine with that. Guild Wars 2 does that really well. You can be, max level 80 and then hop into a level 5 zone and it'll scale you down to level 5.
Yeah, and then we're talking about the game. They're like, there's not gonna be open world, but kind of like Mass Effect, where you'll have these wide lanes, these wide paths to go and explore and stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. So I think this could be.
I like the fact that it wasn't open world.
There's not.
I like that. I like that.
Something different.
Yeah, we need a little break from all the open worlds. A little break. I don't want to play another game for 50 hours plus.
Play Fall Guys.
I'm gonna play that.
Play Fall Guys. But I was excited for that one. I think that'll be a fun play. I think that could be my I could scratch my Mass Effect itch, that I haven't had, because I haven't heard anything about Dragon Quest.
Yeah, you were talking about that the other day.
I haven't heard anything about.
I think they talked about Dragon Age.
I don't know what's on BioWare's roadmap or radar or what they have coming up. So yeah, this Outriders, it looks like fun, and I'm glad you showed it to me.
They did
Greedfall, but
they did a trailer, No, for Dragon Age 4.
I think they showed something on one of the game show awards way back when, I think, but
yeah, it's not coming for a few years though.
Yeah, so I don't
know.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, there was a couple delays though. Baldur's Gate 3 got delayed. I think by a month. Serious Sam 4 got delayed until September. I think it was supposed to come out next week.
I don't know that one.
Serious Sam is a running gunner, kind of like Doom or Quake, or it's like first person, really really fast paced shooter. But the enemies in Serious Sam come at you really really quick, and it's a little silly. It's silly game. It's fucking great though. Serious Sam 3 was good. I'm assuming just based off of previous, because I own all the Serious Sam games. I'm assuming my next one's gonna be pretty good.
Just as fun.
Just based off of
what you got
previous stuff. Yeah. So there's that. Halo Master Chief Collection, which is what I've been playing for the longest time.
Yep.
I'm going through 3 right now, but it's getting crossplay between Xbox and PC, which is
good.
Gonna be really cool. And then
that's good.
And then Xbox is also getting keyboard and mouse support for Halo Master Chief Collection.
Get out.
So hopefully, what that means is they'll fix the fucking keybinds, because
explain.
Well, like in order to, because you can only carry 2 weapons, so in order to swap weapons, you press one button. Mm-hmm. Like you would on the controller, you would press Y or triangle or whatever to swap weapons. In this one, I like at FPS games or any kind of game, you scroll up or down on the mouse wheel to change your weapon. Mm-hmm. You can't do that. You have to press 1. If you
can't like go to key bindings.
If you go to the keybind and you change it to scroll wheel up, it'll only work on scroll wheel up. So every time you want to change weapons, you have to scroll wheel up instead of change up or down.
Yeah.
Like, so down is a different keybind.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. It's dumb.
It won't cycle. One will just go to the.
It should cycle. But it is not.
Yeah.
Things like that. So hopefully they'll get through a little bit of that. But I've been playing Halo 3 all week, dude. It's butter smooth on the PC, man. Oh my gosh.
Super good.
Super nice to play online too. There's no sprinting. Fucking hated that in Reach.
Was that like a perk or something?
That was
or
in
ability?
Reach. Yeah, it's in Halo Reach.
I heard so many things about it.
But no, it's been fun playing Halo Master Chief Collection. It's going to be really fun to play with Xbox players too. Kind of like you can with Call of Duty. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, the bigger your fan base is, the better. You know, because once you start dividing it, it just sucks.
And people got to pick and choose.
You don't want a smaller community. You want to make them bigger. Merge them. I hope this is something that becomes more of a thing this gen. Mm-hmm. Between all the major consoles. Just hey, fucking play.
Yeah.
You want your game. You want your game to be successful. Have everybody play it.
Right. But tell me about Blasphemous.
So Blasphemous came out. I got it. I bought it on PC. I already had it on the Switch.
Oh, you bought it on PC?
So I bought it on PC. Nice. Guys, y'all know that when it comes to especially the smaller developers, support them. If me giving them another $15 for something that I really enjoyed, and for them to do more content and provide free DLC, I'm gonna support that. I like that practice. I will reward that practice. So they added so many features like hard mode, different skins. I've been playing where the voice acting is in Spanish.
Okay.
But I'm playing it right and I'm listening it. Like, this is not the Spanish I was raised with. It was like Castilian Spanish,
real Spanish. Got it.
Yeah, like
real deal.
proper European Spanish,
Right.
So I'm like, milagro, the miracle del penento, and all that. Like, and it sounds really good. I was like,
Right.
it's like when you watch anime and you hear it in Japanese, you're like, oh, it just sounds so much better, That's how it is with this game. You hear it in Spanish, it just brings you into that world, just
Right.
the way it sounds. So I've been playing that and I've been streaming it, and it's like, oh my god, like it's a Metroid Castlevania. So if you guys like that, try it out.
So
I talked about it briefly last year when it came out, but I'm playing it again, and they had all these features, and
so so the whole topic was what they add to the game, and they added a new game plus, right?
Yeah, new game plus, a tournament mode, like it's like a hard mode. They had the voice acting. They had like different executions for monsters. When you hit them, sometimes you have a chance to get an execution, just a brutal way of finishing them. They fixed some of the mapping, how it looks, how they set it up. Some of the teleports, they kind of just like
bug fixes.
They fixed bugs, smoothed it out.
So what was the new content that they added to it?
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, okay.
So I have.
So it's like
I
towards
don't
the
know
end
what
of the
it
game.
is. I'm guessing it's near the end of the game. So hopefully, if I can make my confidant level with the other 3 characters, I could go to the 3rd semester. I'll let you borrow.
I'm gonna take it away from you, so you can't play it anymore.
Take my drug away from me.
Drug away from me. You fucking.
And then if you make it to 3rd semester, you'll see the in-game content.
I'll stream it for you
after 100 hours. Yeah, stream it for me.
I'll stream it for you. That way you don't have to.
But
do
yeah,
it for the
they
third
had a
time.
whole bunch of stuff, guys. You check it out. It's good.
That's good. That's
good.
what's up, man. Free content's always nice.
Yeah, free content.
Pikmin 3 Deluxe got announced for October 30th, right? That's little minor news. I'm on the lookout for that one. I've always wanted to play a Pikmin game. Never did.
That's the one. That's the Nintendo one, right?
Yeah.
You little
Smash
Oliver,
character?
yeah.
Oliver.
Oliver, that's right.
Yeah.
Top tier. The Japanese, way back when I was really playing it, I know Oliver was for the Japanese top tier.
Right. I mean, the game originally came out in July of 2013. So this is like one of those Nintendo Switch re-releases that for anybody that didn't play it on the Wii U, because nobody bought it.
Just the Nintendo fanboys. And that's
so they're gonna get their money. I mean, you could buy a copy right now from GameStop for $20. It's gonna be a $60 version, of course.
Of course, Nintendo likes to do that.
But yeah, so it looks cool. I'm kind of want to give it a shot. I've never played a Pikmin before, but it's basically
Is it like Lemmings?
Kind of, but they all have like different abilities.
Okay.
And like you control them. And there's like boss fights and stuff like that. It looks fucking cool.
We'll try 'em out.
And then 2. Tommy Francois was fired from Ubisoft.
Is he one of the brothers?
He's one of the sexual.
Is he one of the brothers?
Deviants.
Or one of the who was it? But I actually looked at that story and I was like, wow, these boys are.
He was a CEO, bro.
Yeah, like, how do I say this? Sometimes boys will be boys, but you really can't do that.
I don't know exactly what he did. Allegedly.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
But when I read the article, I forgot where I read it from, where they posted it up. I might have been Jason Schreier formerly from Qatar. I think he's Washington Post now. He wrote about them, talked about them, what they did, and the allegations, and like, oh, okay, boys, you this time of age, you
probably wasn't as rough as that Brian Callen read. Let's just get that out of there.
I just saw his IG. He was talking about.
You didn't read the article in LA Times?
No, I didn't read the article.
Oh, it's fucking brutal.
I know he came out on IG and had a little short story or Instagram story, whatever.
Yeah.
He talked about something.
But it was the article is fucking brutal. Yeah.
Awful. I don't know, man.
And then the last thing I got was that the Chinese people that are gamers might have to start gaming online using their real names. Could you imagine a world where you have to
use your real name?
Use your real name as your gamer tag.
That's Well, yeah, no, I don't want
You
to
start
imagine that.
talking shit.
No, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing, you motherfucker. You want to talk shit? We know you are.
Somebody calling you the N-word nonstop.
Chow
Or that
Su.
they fucked your mother.
Chow Su, motherfucker. I know where you at.
I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna look you up on Facebook.
In a country of 1 billion, I will find you.
Dog, that's. Oh, could you imagine a world where you have to play games online unanonymously? I think that all of our internet lives should be that way. I think that's just dope. Shouts out to China.
Mike Tyson, I'm paraphrasing, but he quoted something along the lines where people are getting soft now because they hide behind the internet.
No, they hide behind keyboard warriors.
Yeah, because if you go to someone and say some of the stuff that people spew out, you ain't gonna say that. But they get to hide behind the screen and there are big shots and want to say anything to be hateful and ugly. But nah, you're behind a fucking keyboard.
I think you need to be able to
be yourself, guys. Even your representation of yourself, whether that's online, in person, with your friends.
Yeah, be a good person.
Be a good person. Treat others like you want to be treated.
Wear a fucking mask.
Even when it comes to the gaming community, And don't get me wrong, even
the racist amount,
of
racist shit that I've heard online before, bro.
Modern Warfare is doing something about it now. Okay, Modern
are they
Warfare
though?
is doing something about it. Yeah, they know what's going on.
There was so many screenshots that day. They're like, we banned all these characters and this and that, and there was like inward. I was like, oh my god, dude.
Neighbor, motherfuckers.
Oh, bro, it's ridiculous.
It is. It is.
But that's all I got, man.
That's good. Any last thoughts? Closing arguments?
You're a thought. That's what I thought.
I'm doing Andy Dwyer.
No, man, I got nothing, bro.
No.
I'm looking forward to playing Fall Guys.
We'll try it out. What you got planned for the weekend?
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
I got nothing.
Anything around the house? And old projects? I know you were working. If you finished the faucet and the bathroom faucet, I like that. That's good. I saw your picture on Discord. The fan, still.
I'm gonna end up buying new fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna whenever they fucking fall off.
Or so, the wheels fall off.
I really don't have any projects or anything to do this weekend, dude. I'm not really. I mean, Alice is probably gonna be working all weekend. I'm just gonna eat and video game.
In D&D.
I don't. Man, we didn't even have D&D this weekend.
This weekend? Okay.
I don't think so. Anyway. But nah, I'm not doing shit, dude. I'm just gonna hang out and
cool.
Try and do Gears of War 5 with you if possible.
We'll try it.
Try and finish out Halo 3. I did start Gears Tactics. I forgot to mention.
How is it? Quick take.
It's good, but confusing. Like I want to play Gears, but
it's not. It's a tactics game, right?
Yeah,
it's a tactics game.
I'm fine with
the Gears backdrop.
It was just weird trying to get used to it because I'm used to
the mechanics of how it works. Like move this and then shoot. Yeah.
Or
I heard so many
Fire
good things
Emblem.
I heard so many good things about XCOM.
They're both great.
I want to play
both great. You should play Fire Emblem first, though.
My wife's
$100.
still playing.
She's still playing it. She's not playing it right now, though, is she? No, she's not.
Fire her.
Stop hogging up the games,
Right.
Mikkel.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's about it.
Inconsiderate wife.
I love her,
but she's happy.
She makes me great green screens. She makes great green screens. Yes, I am. There she is. Look at her. We gotta fix that.
Why does this thing keep falling?
I'm thinking about getting a new arm. I might get an arm just like this one.
I'm just gonna get the road arm.
Yeah, because look, we gotta have. This is a high class production podcast, and we need high class production.
We're talking on a plastic table right now. It's a plastic. At least at least when you go to my house, it's a wood table, bro.
But they didn't know that until you did that. Okay. Don't bring
lifetime.
Okay.
There's no table covers on my house, bro.
Okay. Something about getting new mic arms, so we could just have a uniform.
I know, just fucking.
But
anyway, where can we find you, Rick?
Guys, you can catch me at OS_Rick with a 1 on anything. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. Come out, hang out, watch me stream. I'm a variety streamer. So right now,
what's your consistency?
My consistency is maybe 2. 3 nights a week.
Which nights?
Mondays Wednesdays, Thursdays, around those guys. You know, 'cause
Yeah, I
on
had to
Friday
take off my
nights-
Friday because we're doing this
On Friday nights, we do.
night.
On Friday nights, I like to. At least for right now, while this whole COVID thing is, and we can't really go out and do much. I kind of want to focus on Fridays. I know it kind of crams us to be a little late night, but I want it to be
I
consistent.
don't give a fuck. I got
Yeah.
nothing to do tonight.
So you catch me. I do this on Friday nights, which I love enjoying, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out because this is a highlight. It really is. I like I like going through the Reddit and finding out little nuggets of information and just talking about what your point of view and my point of view and how different it is. I love that part and just sharing it with you guys. But yeah, catch me on all that and check out my stream. I really appreciate it. That's about it. You, Ruben?
As always, guys, you can hit me up on all things social media and online at @OS_onslaught. I do streaming probably Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays now, and some of the weekends. But unlimited bandwidth is expensive. It's expensive. So, as always, guys, we appreciate you coming and hanging out with us week in, week out. The best thing you could do is spread the word about the Option Select podcast. We need to get a guest in here, dude. I'm tired of talking. And
I want to get Johnny on the podcast.
Okay. Get Johnny on the podcast.
Johnny on the podcast.
And as always, guys, if you want to hit us up for the podcast, it's at Option Select Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and all the things, Facebook. And our email is optionselectpodcast@gmail.com. So don't be afraid to hit us up and throw us some questions or comments or anything like that. We love you guys for hanging out with us week in, week out. And we hope to see you again next week. Later, guys.
Bye, guys. Love you.